Jobs born from the internet are becoming more and more popular, and with it, more of these digital eyes record long hours of not only the individual being recorded, but everything else. The set of videos that you're about to see are the clearest example that sometimes it's not that the paranormal doesn't exist, it's just that it often happens behind our backs, or when no human eye sees them. Prepare yourself well, because apart from inexplicable events, you will see situations that are not paranormal, but that you wish were. Because my name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present 9 most terrifying moments captured live. Number 9. We begin this collection with a shocking sequence captured live during a broadcast on Facebook, a recording whose purpose was to document a tragic accident. But something else happened here. Something caught completely by chance.
Pásate. Pásate, brother, si te vas a pasar. Hey, si te vas a pasar, métete.
Antonio is the name of the subscriber who sent me this footage. Apparently, just a few minutes ago, a terrible traffic accident had occurred, and a group of people were trying to help the victims of this burning vehicle. But the camera captures something that escapes all explanation, a supposed whitish figure which seems to emerge from the fire. What do you think that is? It could be a simple illusion caused by smoke and flames. However, and as a counterpart, the figure is also too defined to be an effect of light and heat. In fact, if you look closely, almost at the end of its journey, before fading, it seems to take on a certain humanoid shape. Do you notice it? That is why the most chilling theory suggests it could be the soul of one of the victims, a victim that leaves her body at the exact moment when life leaves her. A disturbing video that opens the debate, logical explanation, or evidence of the supernatural. As always, you have the last word. Number 8. In this position, we find a recording that at first glance seems to have nothing out of the ordinary, until you look at it more closely. During an urban exploration in an abandoned hospital, a group of young people enter its dark corridors in search of the inexplicable. One of them carried a camera with a thermal filter, capable of detecting heat sources in the environment. The expedition passes without major incidents. At least, that's what they believed, until they reviewed the recording at home.
Pasó hace menos de un minuto. Pasó hace menos de un minuto. Pasó hace menos de un minuto.
In a moment of distraction, the young man points the camera towards an empty corner, moment in which, to their astonishment, they discover the presence of a disturbing, perfectly defined silhouette that appears in the thermal filter of the screen, as if someone were standing there, observing them in silence. However, both the cameraman and his companions assure that at that moment there was no one else there. Is this an error in the camera, a thermal interference, or maybe is it proof of a presence that escapes our eyes? But not technology. Leave me your opinion in the comments. Number 7. What lies in position number 7 is simple but puzzling. Too puzzling. It came to me in an email format from Alfonso Garcia. He told me while watching a comedy YouTuber live, he witnessed an entire event that left this person's followers completely exalted. The Marquise is a YouTube channel dedicated to humor. Each and every one of his videos is dressed in this theme. However, a few months ago, he uploaded a live video to Instagram that would change everything. In this live, his followers claimed that that doll that you now see on the screen was moving. The Marquise took all this as a joke from his followers, until what you're about to see happened.
Yo, escúchame, te voy a decir una cosa, como alguna tontería para que me mire aquí, te ríes, me voy. Yo no quiero saber nada. Yo sé cómo ir por ahí andando. Si yo que estoy diciendo, que me puedo ir de aquí. No te digo, estoy mojado. Y yo, a mí no vayas, si quieres pedir, me llamo, Oh.
The live ended here, and both friends left the home for that day. To this day, Marquise claims that none of this was staged. There are some other shots of the doll while the YouTuber read the comments of his followers. Number 6. What you will see below is a video that has caused a stir on TikTok, accumulating thousands of views because of how disturbing it turns out to be. A young man was making a video call with his girlfriend while he was walking at night after leaving work. Everything seemed normal until something chilling appeared on the screen. Pay attention. Suddenly, as seen in the image, over his shoulder and from the darkness, a pale face emerges with completely white eyes and a gloomy look. The couple was paralyzed with fear. Although it does not appear in the recording, they say that seconds later they experienced this horrible episode. The young man turns quickly to see what was behind him, but there was no one. What did they really capture in that video call? Some say that it could have been a light effect, or a pareidolia. I am sure you will agree with me. The image is quite clear and leaves no room for doubt, especially if we consider that the video was not pre-recorded, but was captured in real time. There could be no editing, so what manifested itself at that precise moment? A camera failure, or something else? Leave me your opinion in the comments. Number 5. Once again, you will hear me say that you have to fear the living more than the dead, and the video in this position is a clear example of this. Wreckful is an American streamer. His content is based on gameplays, and although he has videos on YouTube, his focus is on Twitch. You're getting to know him today because of a live show he did in 2007. He was visiting Tokyo when suddenly someone started following him.
Wait, he turned. Wait, do I run?
If he turns and still follows me, I'm gonna be scared. Wait, he turned. Should I run? When this happens, Wreckful really panics. So much so that as soon as he reaches a corner, he starts running. It turns out that that guy was a follower who saw him transmitting and came out to scare him. Something quite inappropriate indeed. Number 4. What you are about to see is one of those broadcasts that started like any other, but ended up becoming a real live nightmare. It happened on May 22nd, 2016, during a stream by a young man named Robbie, who was streaming from his home while playing on his Xbox 360. It was just another transmission, until suddenly, strange knocks began to be heard from his closet.
You guys let me know.
There's like a mix of hatred, like pure hatred against me, that there's love, and then there's just the weird ass comments telling me to fuck.
Yeah, I swear to God, my house is haunted. You guys had to have heard that on stream.
Look at Max Steele's comment.
Hold on, dude. I just heard like knocking, and I'm the only one here, and it wasn't on my door. That shit sounded like it was in the closet behind me. What if that closet
Stop being a. You're not face Carl. Your house is not haunted.
Dude, what if that closet behind me just started opening or some shit? No, I swear to God, Anna, like no joke, like I really did just hear something behind me.
Oh yeah,
I heard knock. See, Games Pro, he heard that shit, dude.
So go check your closet. Dude, if you like got on stream, that'll be awesome.
No, off.
I mean, that'll be. I mean, like, at least you'll have it on camera, right?
But it wasn't like a knock. It was more of like a creaking, but it was a loud creak. Like it was like, oh no, real shit. I was in here recording, and that YouTube plaque fell randomly, dude. Like and that thing's on there pretty good. And then my mirror in my bathroom fell. Like a bunch of shit is just randomly just falling over. My camera stand, 3 legs like this, and my camera stand falls. Out of here.
So you're the reason why people pick on me so much, dude.
I guess, yeah. Dude, stop. Did you hear that, Anon?
Yeah, it was like a thump, right?
Bruh.
I thought that was you.
I got goosebumps.
Dude, I heard that thump.
Bruh.
Dude, I'm gonna get off the Skype call, I'm sorry.
No, bro, stop.
Dude, I can't. This shit is freaking me out. Okay, maybe it's nothing. Maybe we're just thinking about it way too much. Like, maybe, and we're just
maybe I'm just.
We're just focusing on all the little things that we usually don't.
That was loud. That was loud.
Maybe.
Bro,
maybe it's your microwave.
Leave my room. Like I'm just. I wish someone was here. I swear to God, if one more creepy thing happened, I was about to say I was gonna leave the house.
Dude. All my lights went out.
Alright, I gotta give an introduction to the film just because I have to upload this. So. Alright, guys. Oh my God.
What?
I literally just started filming. Did you hear that?
Dude, what the fuck is happening?
Did you just hear that? Fuck my dog, he's in my room. Alright. I go out there, and I hear something by the washing machine, and I think it's just you there, Anon? Bro, stop, because I just came in here because I heard a f***ing bang on the wall. Someone said it's the best f***ing night. Babadook, stop, dude. I hate the Babadook, man. That f***ing creepy ass movie, bro. Oh my god! Bruh. Everything just f***ing fell. My camera stand, my f***ing mic. What the... Hold on, guys, hold on. I don't even know how to fucking... Hold on. What the f... My fucking stand, dude. My fucking camera stand. Again.
Robbie, visibly uncomfortable, tried to brush it off, but on his face you could already see that something was wrong. The most chilling thing is that he was at home completely alone. Minutes later, things begin to get out of control. His YouTube board falls to the floor for no reason. Then the bathroom mirror. Finally, his tripod also falls. All of this without him touching any of them. To make matters worse, when he decides to check on his dog, his Skype call is suddenly cut off, just as he mentions he's going out. Many attributed it to electrical failures, vibrations, or even their imagination. But when all his equipment falls in front of his eyes, and the audience sees how everything happens without him lifting a single finger, they realize that something was definitely accompanying him in his room. Is it an entity mocking him? Is it a poltergeist presence? Or just a chilling coincidence? The only thing that is certain is that this transmission went from a gamer streaming to one of the most viral paranormal encounters on the platform. And you, what do you think was stalking Robbie that night? What would you have done in his place? Comment below. Number 3. At number 3, we have one of those clips that, although they seem simple at first glance, when looking at them twice, they leave you with your blood cold. What you're about to see was recorded during a completely live athletic competition. Everything seemed normal until a camera focused on one of the runners reaching the finish line. A moment in which, as she crossed in front of the lens, something appeared, or rather, someone who simply wasn't there a second before. As you saw, the athlete arrives, passes in front of the camera, and at that precise moment, a boy in red appears, who was not there before. He didn't come out from the sides, and he didn't come into view. He just appeared. Now, some on social networks have tried to explain this by saying that the boy was right behind the runner, and that he was covered by her. But if we carefully review the video frames, there is no trace of him before the moment he crosses the finish line. Others have even talked about some kind of transmission failure, but this was recorded in high quality and live, which rules out subsequent manipulation or editing. What do you think happened here? Was it perhaps an optical illusion? a simple error of perception? Or are we facing a true paranormal case where a child figure appears from nowhere in full transmission? You are the judge. Tell me what you think. Number 2. Fernando Cordon is an emerging channel. He has only 4,500 subscribers and is completely dedicated to gameplays. Their videos are long, which means that this user's camera is on most of the time, a fact that perhaps allowed him to capture something that probably happens in every home. But because no one records it, it remains completely secret. During the first 20 minutes, nothing had happened. It was normal gameplay. Suddenly and without warning, strange things begin to happen behind him.
¿Por dónde tienes que agarrar?
Ya estoy aquí otra vez, ¿y ahora qué?
Baja todas las putas gradas hasta llegar al lago de mierda.
Ya está el lago de mierda, lo estoy viendo.
Ya estás en el lago, bajaste al lago.
Ya estoy en el lago.
Ya, vaya, estás en el lago.
Ya.
Dice, ustedes, las gradas, Mackay, dice...
First is the subtle movement at the door. It is so subtle that Fernando doesn't seem to notice. The YouTuber just noticed something strange when the door closed aggressively. It was so odd that he stopped the gameplay for a few minutes to logically check that no one had entered. Because you don't hear any more noise, you simply associate it with wind or pressure changes.
Vas hasta el fondo.
Sí.
Hasta el fondo, hasta el fondo, hasta el fondo, hasta el... Ajá. Hay una como...
Pero el fondo...
Mira. Puta.
El fondo es muy extenso, cerote.
Puta, ¿y esa mierda qué? Sáquensela. Dice, ¿vos haces un qué? Nivel
Ahí
Dios.
como iglesia, llego a la iglesia.
Sí, hasta la iglesia, cerota.
Espérame, alguien me está llamando. ¿Pero qué dice? ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estamos? Yo, compadre.
However, a few minutes later, and without him knowing, the light behind him turns off completely for no reason at all. The minutes that follow would show more events that pass the YouTuber's attention, until finally ceasing. Do you know what the strangest thing is? Many users had only noticed movements in the doors and changes in the lights, but not many realized that the YouTuber was accompanied at all times.
Va, ahora tenés que bajar las gradas, bajar las gradas.
Otras gradas, para allá las bajé.
Bajar todas las gradas.
Otra vez aquí.
Sí, vos confía. Y ahí te voy a decir por dónde tenés que agarrar. Gradas.
Otras gradas, para allá las bajé.
Bajar todas las gradas.
Otra vez aquí.
Sí, vos confía. Y ahí te voy a decir por dónde tenés que agarrar.
Many thanks to Rama for sending me the information that made up this post. Number 1. Whenever these live events occur, generally it is the streamer's own audience that detects these things. Some of these videos are even downloaded, and we analyze exhaustively to later inform the person of something strange that happened in their video. That was exactly what happened in position number 3, and what you're about to see is similar, but one of the most popular cases. Since it's not an isolated event, it has occurred in several broadcasts of the same streamer. I'm talking about the case of Ari Gameplays. Ari is a streamer who has managed to delight her audience with fun gameplays that have managed to terrify her audience on more than one occasion.
Dicen la niña de atrás que no hay niñas atrás, dejen de querer asustarme. Dicen la niña
The most controversial moment was when her audience asked her who was the girl walking behind her in the live shows. She thought they were joking because supposedly no one was supposed to be there at that moment. She herself even reviewed her own videos where strange things have been recorded. There are even moments where very few of her followers have realized the events that this girl suffers. Just like this time where a painting on the back cabinet seems to move on its own. What do you believe? Stage situations? Or something completely real? Leave me your theories in the comment box. Because my name is Leonore Clay, and this was the darkest secret